I'm sure you notice that every one of your relationships starts differently, but they all are ending the same. It's a different person, different personality, different life story, but it's the same thing. And after a while, naturally, you start wondering, how is this happening to me? How am I here again after everything I tried? Maybe you left a relationship and you promised yourself, never again. I'll do everything in my power to not find myself in the same situation, right? Probably told yourself, this is it. I learned my lessons. I know what to do again. But here you are. No matter that you just said that next time will be different, somebody new comes into your life, and at first, of course, starts really great. You feel hopeful. You do everything the way it's supposed to be. You're excited about this person, and you truly think to yourself, okay, this is going well. This one is going to be different. Maybe this one will actually work. Start hoping for the love you always wanted. And for a little while, everything does feel okay and great and fresh until something like before starts happening. Maybe it's small things. They don't text you back fast enough. Maybe this person is distant one day. They say something small and it sticks with you for 2-3 days back in your mind. You start overthinking. You start pulling away. You start maybe the opposite. Instead of pulling away, you're holding tighter. You're pushing, right? You're forcing it in a not natural way. You need the reassurance. You start apologizing constantly for things that are not even your fault. You're always looking for that interaction. You're not making it natural. Something there is happening when you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. You start picking fights with them. You don't even know why. That's the worst part. You're literally doing all those things, and it's like you see yourself from the side doing this. It's like you zoom out and you see this happening and you still can't stop it. And that's so frustrating, because a part of you knows this isn't really about them, but you don't know how to stop it. You just don't know how to stop. And after a while, of course, like all your other relationships, the shame starts following and showing up, the guilt, and you really truly start believing that this is you. I'm just too much of a person. I am not worthy. I am broken. I will not find love. This is something that's not for me. The realization is really scary and really lonely. And I want you to know that if you ever thought that, you need to stop. Because what if you're not broken specifically? What if you are just carrying something with you constantly? What if this is not something about your personality? It's not your flaws. It's just survival patterns that you learned, and they are expressing themselves over and over again. I work with so many people that they're just saying the same things always and always, and I see the same things constantly. How we shut down when emotions get intense, the constant apologies, right? You struggle to trust a person even if they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't even give you the chance to mistrust them. You push people away when they get too close to you. You keep attracting different people with somehow, but you attract the different people, but they create the same pain constantly. You avoid intimacy because that feels really unsafe. So you're always on a very shallow level of connection. You get triggered by small things and turn into something very huge. You just sabotage good connections. and you're losing good people. Because in your mind, this cannot happen. This is too good to be true, right? And like I said, you truly believe that nobody can love you. And I think the biggest one that I constantly see all the time, you keep ending up in the same relationship with a different face. Over and over again. And before we even talk about relationships, let's talk about safety, because this is what really is about. It's not about what you do wrong with relationships. It's understanding that most people not even looking for love, they're actually looking for safety. Think about it. The person that makes you feel safe with them, safe to be yourself. And if your nervous system learned long time ago that love isn't safe, and then all those relationships become very confusing, because you want closeness, you say to yourself you want closeness, but it scares you. And every time it even gets close to it, you pull back. You want connection, but connection means vulnerability, and we cannot afford that, right? You say you want love, but love makes every wound that you spend years close up, try to open them up. Try to open it up, right? Everything you worked so hard to close up, love will be there to try to reopen all those old wounds and deal with those things over and over again. And that's what makes love feel dangerous. And that's why some people stay in unhealthy relationships. And then sometimes people, like, this is why we push people away as well. Because even if it's unhealthy, it feels familiar. And familiarity feels safe to us. And that's how our subconscious mind works. It will choose something that it's not even good for us, but as long as it's familiar, we're going to go for it. That's just the way that we are working. Just like humans. You will always choose familiarity, like going through something familiar, even if it's not good for you. So whenever you get to that relationship, whenever you find yourself doing those things, this is not something that means that you're broken. It's just a trauma response. Patterns that are here to protect you. Because if you learned that love is scary and unsafe, your nervous system won't let you get close to it. It's trying to protect you. So it's not something that you are some sort of an unworthy person of love. It's just your nervous system learned something a long time ago and then it's playing itself over and over and over again. But the good news is what you learn can be unlearned. And healing isn't about becoming somebody else, right? It's about helping your body realize that love doesn't have to feel unsafe. That love is not something you have to earn and chase and prove yourself and lose yourself in order to keep it. And that moment, when you understand that this is something you can change, your whole perspective can change again. So no matter how damaged you feel you are, and no matter how shitty your relationships look like in the past, you can change this. By awareness, first of all. And second of all, you can we have lots of practices to start creating self-awareness, which are free in my website, One with Prana, but we also offer you a 30-minute clarity call when you can just talk to one of us and we create just an opportunity for you to see what's not working, what happened, and how we can change it together. So I just want you to know that this is something that happens to a lot of people. And again, this is not your fault, not something because something is awful with you. Just how our body protects us from further getting hurt. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.